Hello, my name is Kristen Kleinschmidt. The video is for Fall Semester 1, 2021 for UMass Global. The class is Practicum. The coursework is looking at the 9 competency levels for social worker, starting with number 1. Demonstrate ethical and professional behavior, which includes manage professional boundaries. COVID has changed how our work is done. It is necessary to learn if I need to Zoom with a client, keep a client at a safe distance, 6 feet, or potentially meet outside. Provide the client with their own bottle of hand sanitizer and a pen if they should need a pen. The student has mastered the skill. The second, engage in diversity and difference in practice. Apply cultural humility in advanced practice and extend dignity and respect to all clients. I've noted that when working in the classroom, there are 2 approaches: to stand over the student or to sit next to the student with a 6-foot distance, however being seated. Being seated has allowed for better communication and a more humbled approach as compared to standing over a student. I believe that this level is proficient and it is gravitating towards mastery. Third, advance human rights and social and economic environmental justice. Apply the knowledge of the effects of national and global oppression, discrimination, and historical trauma. During the pandemic, there has been much trauma, much oppression. Many people have become unemployed. Many of my clients are now seeking employment. It is important to understand their perspective of the difficulties that they face. Some have lost family members due to the pandemic. I believe that this time it is at proficient and moving towards mastery. Engage in policy and practice. This term we have learned that the policies that we are using with our agencies, such as Social Security, has changed. Our work remains the same, however. IRC, Inland Regional Center, and Department of Rehab changed their working relationship, which changes how we now interface with them. It is important to remain flexible, and it is vital to be willing to learn the new policies and to push forward with those new policies. I need to step back and go to engage in practice, informed research, and research-informed practice. This is an ongoing learning and researching for the best practice. People are complex and present new situations every day. This is at the level of master, and there's always an area to check your knowledge and to be flexible to learn more. So when you engage in the practice of informed research, research in and of itself is something that you will always be doing. Number 6, engage with individuals, families, groups, organizations, and communities. I am required to meet with students, their families, and advocate for the student with the school and Department of Rehab as well as Social Security. Then I'm also willing to help be on the IEP team as well as the Department of Rehabilitation team. Recently, we've added new members to our team. We engage with the families. We engage with different organizations. This is a level of mastery. Assess individuals, families, groups, organizations, and communities. I'm strong in this area of assessing the client. I enjoy watching a person's body language to tell me what the person is not sharing. Assess and assist clients' readiness for change. It's a challenge to motivate a young person when parents have provided them with absolutely everything, the newest shoes, the newest iPhone. Recently, I've seen signs in stores that say we're closed for the day because they could not find anybody willing to work. Preparing my clients for change, motivating them to go to work when the peers prefer to sit at home on Social Security. I work diligently with assessing my students, and this is at mastery level. Competency number 8, intervene with individuals, families, groups, organizations, and communities, modify interventions as necessary throughout the intervention process to enhance the well-being of the clients. This last week, my supervisor and I were discussing the change of process of working with a specific client. The adult client made a pass at my supervisor, then apologized in an email riddled with swear words. We discussed it as it's a different when you're a vendor than if you're working with like a high school student. This client happened to have Tourette's. So we have to be considerate of Tourette's and what that looks like, how it affects the client in a negative impact. The client with Tourette's does not have the filter and speaks exactly what they are thinking. We cannot turn away a client due to their disability. However, it's never acceptable for a client to swear or raise their voice at us. So it is important to be able to state the boundaries and keep those boundaries. The situation was used as a learning situation for the client. The client used the argument that we're all adults and we should be able to say whatever we want to say. However, we pointed out that we are their first practice area for getting a job, and to pretend that we're the employer and practice their language and proper language when talking with me and the staff. I believe that this field is at mastery level. Lastly, is the last competency is number 9. Evaluate practice with individuals, families, groups, organizations, communities. So we're in the middle of our semester for college, but for our school year, I'm at the beginning. My caseload is at the very beginning. We are just starting to build the caseload. We do not have enough clients to create a solid evaluation. However, we are assessing the process. We're assessing the clients at the end of every week and at the end of each month. In the spring, we'll then do an overall assessment and evaluate the growth of the program, the growth of my clients, how many people closed positive, the needs of the clients, etc. So this is the not complete for the level available for the skill, but at what we have available with the clients that we work with today, the skill level is certainly proficient and leaning towards mastery. We will have to wait for the final tallies come April, maybe even as early as March. Thank you for your time and have a good day.